Hey guys, so we're currently at Moab Sports. We had a little bit of a detour today in the sense of we were leaving the hotel with my bike, and then initially my handlebars were not like seated well, and we actually like bolted on. But when we started bolting it on, we realized that my back tire was actually flat also. So what ended up happening was my dad just found this place, and we just drove over here. It was like 6 miles away, and on basically like a flat tire. We filled it up, but it was instantly like airing out pretty much. So
the valve stem was ripped, and so it was letting all the air out. It just would not hold air at all.
Yeah. So we got here and we basically just like, all right, here's the punch list for my bike. It was like 5 things in total. So basically the day has been detoured in a sense. Like, it's currently 12 o'clock now. We had the idea of leaving not necessarily early this morning, but like around 9 o'clock to get to Richfield.
So we got here at 9 o'clock when this place opened. And also, by the way, this is the only shop in Moab that works on motorcycles.
Yeah. Only motorcycle shops. We had to wait on a few people, but now they're working on the bike, and hopefully they're fixing up soon. But we might not be able to make it that far in terms of miles. We might only be making 80 miles a day, something like that, instead of like the 220 that we had planned for Richfield.
Yeah. And you know, there's times that we question whether or not it was good to push as hard as we pushed yesterday, putting in 297 miles. But now we're not really sweating our schedule because we overdid yesterday. So now all morning we've been sitting in a motorcycle shop. I think the spot where we might spend the night tonight will put us on track with maybe where we should have been if we'd had an easier day yesterday.
Yeah. Overall, we're just here waiting. So,
but we do have a good view. You might want to show them that this is looking out towards the town of Moab. It just nice, gnarly, you know, rock, and pretty nice little town.
Yeah, it's definitely just like a rock country. That's pretty much what this place looks like in my mind. But overall, we're just here, stuck.
So. All right. So, but hopefully we'll be on the road shortly. They're doing a few things that need to be done, so the flat tire is a good excuse to go ahead and patch a few other things up.
All right, see you a little bit, guys. Hey guys, so we're currently in Green River, Utah. It was a very short day today. We only did like a total of like 85 miles today. The Mad Bros people, they let us out pretty late in the day, around like 2 o'clock. So we was just like, you know what, we gotta make as much time as we can. And when we got around to 4 or 5, we got to Green River, but then we saw how much further along it would be until another hotel spot. And it was just desolate for like a while, like a ways away. The next spot was probably like 200 miles away. So we're like, you know what? Let's just call it today short. But overall, like just like the little bit that we did today, the 85 miles was counting actually driving down to the mechanic shop and back, which added on about 10 miles. So it was a pretty short time on just the trail alone. We got to see some pretty nice like desert areas though. There was like one section called Gemini Bridges, and my dad was leading that, and it was just like slate type of rocks, and you were just like trying to bouncing along. We had a couple of sand parts afterwards. Overall, that was pretty nice. Also, today is day I think 11 of being rained on out of this whole entire trip. Somehow we're in a desert right now, and we are being rained on. Outside right now is thunderstorming on both sides of us. We're hearing lightning and thundering. We're bringing rains on this trip apparently. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so we got through with that Gemini Bridges Trail, and we drop out of the hilltop there, and the land is really, really flat, desolate. It's basically a dirt road with dirt on all sides of you. And we're following this power line right away, and it starts behind us. It just starts lightning strikes. And so we see that it is still clear ahead of us to get to Green River. And so we are just hammering down on the gravel road. Well, at some point when we cross over the interstate and we're running this back road for Green River, the lightning is hitting on the left side of us and the right side of us. There is no shelter and cover. You're in the middle of a big wide open area, and so you just keep hammering down. Well, that's why when we got to Green River, we said we'll just go ahead and call it. We'll stop early. We had a great day yesterday, put in a lot of miles yesterday. So it sort of gave us some room to have a shorter day today and get the mechanic work done. And tomorrow, though, we'll wake up and we'll cover some miles. But the area between here and the next stop was going to be very desolate. And what we're seeing outside is not even a lot of spots to hang hammocks. And so we thought, what happens if we drive for 2 hours and then we look around and there's nothing there? We just, weren't prepared for that. And so, anyway, we're happy here. Nice little mom and pop hotel called a Sleepy Hollow Hotel or Sleepy Hollow Motel. Anyway, very clean, very neat. Our bikes can be parked right outside the door, so it's we feel very secure.
Yep. So yeah, today was a short day, and that means tomorrow's going to be a long one.
Yep, we're going to put in some miles tomorrow.